for race to be more than skin deep, one has to have concordance. In other words, skin color needs to reflect things that are deeper in the body under the skin. But most of human variation is non-concordant. Skin color or eye color or hair color is not correlated with height or weight. And they're definitely not correlated with more complex traits like intelligence or athletic performance.
Wait, who was the person you said was going to be most similar? Jamil, right?
Yeah. What's his number?
He's 34.
The tools of modern genetics allow the students to explore the idea of race and concordance. From the beginning, they believed they would be most similar genetically to those whose racial ancestry they believed they shared.
Okay. Who would you say was going to be most different?
No, but he's
9.
They have now sequenced a small loop of their mitochondrial DNA.
I ain't know.
If we want a very fine scale for assessing how similar we are to each other, person by person, we can do that by sequencing that small bit of mitochondrial DNA.
mtDNA is a second set of DNA found in the cell's mitochondria. It does not code for any traits and is inherited only from our mother.
Now, what will it tell us? It will tell us a whole lot about one of our ancestors, our mother's 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 mother.
Wow.
Seems like everyone has a lot of...
The student's mtDNA appears as the letters A, C, T, and G, representing the 4 nucleotides that define our DNA. The students are sampling a small sequence, about 350 letters long. They find that most of it is identical, one to the other. What is not is highlighted in yellow.
9, 12. Jeez.
12.
A lot of differences with everybody.
Cause I'm different. I'm really different.
Jamil thought he'd have the fewest mtDNA differences with Gorgeous.
I was more like Kirill than I was than Gorgeous. She has like 12 differences, and like Kirill is like a white, his background. Yeah, he's like from Russia, and like we seem completely different, but it's less differences.
But I mean, it's hard to tell because we don't... I mean,
John thought he'd have the fewest differences with Kirill and with Noah. In fact, John discovered that he had the same number of differences with Kirill as he had with Jackie. Only 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
That's not bad.
I don't think mine is going to show up close with anybody.
If human variation were to map along racial lines, people in one so-called race would be more similar to each other than to those in another so-called race. That's not what the students found in their mtDNA. What about other genetic differences?
You're different.
The problem